Our travels were to take us along South Africa's famous garden route, a journey that begins in the coastal city of Cape Town and ends at Port Elizabeth. Cape Town was our starting point. Under the shadow of Table Mountain, we explored the colourful homes that were built by the Cape Malays, the Muslim descendants of slaves and prisoners from the Dutch East Indies. Then a brief stop at the waterfront to admire the outlook from one of the world's most beautiful cities, before taking to the road. There are times when it's not the destination, but the journey you remember most. Such is the case with the Garden Route, a spectacular trail that takes you through some of the most beautiful landscapes in South Africa and the country's thriving wine districts. The Dutch planted the first vines here in the 17th century, and the French soon followed. Many were seeking asylum or fortune in new lands, and it was here that the seeds of their future were sown. Today, the wine route is home to about 23 private cellars and 5 cooperative wineries, which produce between them a large variety of red and white wines. A journey here should continue below ground to the cellars, where there are numerous opportunities to taste the fruits of this region.
Cellars in the Parrot Mountain of Stellenbosch. These beautiful oak casks were carved in 1968 and they reflect the French influence and the character of this wine region. So what's the next one you've got for us, Marika?
The next one is a pinotage.
I'm
going to pour some for you and you can taste it.
And tell me about this one. What's this one?
It has a lovely ruby red colour, as you can see.
Yep, I can see the ruby red.
And it's a cross-pollination of the Pinot Noir and the Hermitage grape.
Oh, that's fabulous,
or the grape flower.
Very, very nice. Now, what happens if the guests, when they come through here, if they want to buy one, what do they do?
Then we can discuss it with them if they want to leave it here at our vinotake system, which means they can store their wine in our underground cellar for as many years as they wish. Our winemaker will contact them regularly and let them know about how their wine is doing.
Stellenbosch, in the heart of the Western Cape winelands, is the second oldest town in South Africa, and it was founded by Simon van der Stal, the first governor of the Cape, in 1679.
Surrounded by rolling vineyards and dramatic mountains, Stellenbosch is a city of oak tree-lined lanes and white-gabled Cape Dutch homesteads. Its backdrop, the Hottentot Holland Mountains. It is a perfect base from which to explore the magnificent surrounding countryside. The Stellenbosch region is known for high-quality award-winning wines sought the world over.
I'm standing in a valley of vines in the Western Cape winelands, 45 minutes drive east from Cape Town, one of the most picturesque regions in South Africa.
Our journey continued onto the French corner, known here as Franschhoek.
As you follow the wine routes through the Western Cape, you'll come across the little town of Franschoek, where the French Huguenots settled and started the wine industry in the late 17th century.
It was here that the Huguenots settled after escaping religious persecution in France. They brought with them a few vine cuttings and a wealth of knowledge and experience. Many believe it was the tough and hard-working Huguenots who brought the Cape wine industry to world prominence. French is no longer spoken in this little corner of Africa, and the Huguenots have become integrated with the local community, but you'll still find a host of French surnames and a town that still loves to celebrate Bastille Day. Head outside of town and you can stay in one of the region's welcoming homesteads.
There are many delightful boutique hotels hidden away in the hills, and after a day exploring the vineyards, you can come back, relax, and enjoy one of the wines from the vines that surround the property where you're staying. We're travelling east through the Franschoek Pass on our way to the garden route, and this is the same route the elephants followed on their migration more than a century ago.
Our journey continued past rolling green hills where grapes still hung on the vine and on through the mountains.
There's a special magic about springtime in the Cape, and these hills are covered in a profusion of colour like these Asteraceae, better known as the yellow daisies.
The winding road took us through a rich variety of landscapes, the green slopes gradually replaced with rocky inclines and boulder-filled valleys. Many surprises were still waiting on the trail ahead.